Hello everyone. The tree is shiny and pretty. Do you make a lot of Christmas trees in December? There is a tree on our veranda 365 days a year. Last year, I bought tree materials, made it, and placed it on the veranda. It seemed okay to just leave it there, so it's still sitting there. Today, I made 청국장 stew and tofu shiitake pancake. The ingredients included were tofu, ham, eggs, carrots, shiitake mushrooms, and potato starch. John is delicious when you make it and eat it right away. Have you tried putting tofu and ham on eggs? I crushed the tofu and chopped the ham into small pieces. I added some carrots to make the color a little prettier. I added 2 tablespoons of potato starch. I bought shiitake mushrooms during the day and there were a lot of them, so I chopped them up a little and added them. When I go to a vegetable store, I buy mushrooms even if I don't eat them often. I buy mushrooms because they are good for my health. I added a little salt. You can make it by adding pancake powder, flour, or potato starch. If you don't like mushrooms, you don't have to add them. If you don't want to add salt, you can make seasoned soy sauce and eat it as a dip. You can make it using ingredients you have at home. If you have mozzarella, you can add mozzarella. You can make it smaller and add meat. It is also called donggulingtang in Korean. You can see that only the meat is missing. You know what it tastes like, right? It will taste just like you think. You can make various pancakes with tofu and eggs. I feel sleepy after eating so well. You have to eat well to sleep well. If I'm hungry at night, I can't sleep well. I have a hard time sleeping when I have a lot of things to worry about, and I can't sleep well even when I'm too tired. It is best to maintain a healthy physical strength by exercising moderately and eating a balanced diet. I put the dashi pack in water and boiled it. After it boils a little, I will take out the pack again. I cook and eat soybean paste stew well at home. I don't often make 청국장 stew at home. Today, the vegetable store employee told me to try boiled 청국장, so I bought it, but after boiling it, there was too much of it. I wasn't sure if the beans in 청국장 were bland or salty, so I asked the staff, and they told me not to add a lot of water because they were bland. The employee tried 청국장 and said it was bland, so I thought 청국장 was bland. So I only added 600 milliliters of water. I added kimchi, zucchini, and onions. I also cut the shiitake mushrooms into small pieces. After I finished making it, I tried it, and it was too salty. So I added 250 milliliters of water. The vegetable store employee told me to add all the 청국장, so I added it. But when I made it and tried it, I think it would be okay to add only half of the 청국장 beans. At this point, I'm going to add more tofu, green onions, 청국장, and water. It was boiled, so I tasted it a little. It's delicious even if you just eat it like this. I added 청국장 beans. It is better to add 청국장 after the vegetables are all boiled than to add 청국장 from the beginning. I also added a spoonful of red pepper powder. I'm going to make 청국장 stew to mix with rice. I'm going to make it a little spicy, so I'm going to add red pepper. It's a pepper that's not very spicy. I wanted to eat spicy food, but I can't eat it if it's too spicy. I bought cucumber-flavored peppers. It's a pepper that's not spicy at all when you eat it. I'm going to add green onions and boil it now. Just by looking at it, it looks like there's little water, right? I added 250 milliliters of water. The beans in 청국장 tasted good. 청국장 does not need to be boiled for as long as soybean paste stew. Even though it tastes good, you don't often make 청국장 stew at home because of the smell, right? Even if you make 청국장 stew with meat, it tastes good. You can add it to suit your taste. I just roughly cut the tofu and added it. Place it on a cutting board, cut it into pretty shapes, and add the tofu. I'm just going to add a little bit of tofu. Since I also made tofu, too much tofu is not good. I don't really like tofu, but I eat it because it's good for my health. People who like tofu may not understand. I'm not a child. I'm an adult who is a picky eater. Don't you all have 1 or 2 foods you dislike? Are you eating well? I couldn't eat sundae when I was young. But as I grew older, my tastes changed. I eat sundae well, and I eat sundae soup well. I used to not like raw fish, but as I grew up, my taste changed. When I go abroad, I have trouble eating foreign food because of the spices, but later I get used to it and start eating it well. When foreigners see this food, They may think it doesn't taste good, but once they eat it, they get used to it and it's delicious. 청국장 stew, which tastes pretty good, is ready. The 청국장 I made today is a food made from soybeans. It is made by fermenting soybeans. It tasted good when eaten with rice. If you do not understand English, I have uploaded a Korean video, so please watch it and refer to it. Bead craft and music videos are also uploaded. There was a smell in the house for a while, but it was okay because I ate my fill. Everyone eat well, and do your best tomorrow too. See you again tomorrow then. I'll tell you another delicious story tomorrow too. Thank you to everyone who visited.